What if I told you the United States almost had a military coup? Not in some distant dictatorship, but right here in America? And the target was the President of the United States. In 1933, America was desperate. The Great Depression had crushed banks, businesses, and fortunes. And a newly elected president named Franklin D. Roosevelt was proposing something radical. The New Deal, social programs, worker protections, government intervention. To millions of Americans, it meant survival. To some of the richest and most powerful men in the country, it meant war. Behind closed doors, a group of wealthy businessmen and Wall Street elites began discussing something unthinkable. They wanted to remove FDR from power. Not through elections, not through Congress, through a military coup. The plan was chillingly simple. Recruit a respected general. Raise an army of 500,000 veterans. March on Washington. Force Roosevelt to step aside and install a Secretary of General Affairs who would actually run the country. FDR would remain president in name only. The conspirators believed Americans would accept it as long as it looked patriotic and sounded like it was saving the nation. But there was one problem. They told the plan to the wrong man, a decorated Marine Corps general named Smedley Butler. Butler was a war hero, two-time Medal of Honor recipient. Exactly the kind of figure they needed to lead a coup. Instead of agreeing, Butler did something no one expected. He reported the entire plot to Congress. In late 1934, Butler testified under oath, naming names, detailing meetings, and describing how close the plan came to becoming reality. Congress investigated. The committee concluded the plot was real and that powerful interests had discussed overthrowing the government. So what happened next? Almost nothing. No arrests. No trials. No prison sentences. Most newspapers downplayed the story. Some mocked it. Others buried it. And America quietly moved on. To this day, the business plot remains one of the most shocking and least discussed moments in U.S. history. Because the truth is unsettling. America didn't just almost lose democracy once. It came dangerously close and barely noticed. And if you think something like that could never happen again, that's exactly what they thought in 1933. Because the scariest threats to democracy don't always come from enemies abroad. Sometimes they're already inside the room.